Every single plane on the way in looked like it hadn't been painted yet because it was just blanketed in snow. Wasn't ready for this.
We're Jordan and Emily. For the last 10 months, we've been travelling the world full time. Having just spent an amazing month exploring the good and the bad of Turkey, we've finally got enough days back on our Schengen visa to fly to Europe and experience a much anticipated white Christmas.
The calendar has just rolled over from November to December, which for Emily and I means one thing: Christmas festivities in Europe have started. Today we are catching a flight from Turkey all the way to Vilnius, but instead of getting the direct 3-hour comfortable Turkish Airlines full service flight, we're electing to fly Pegasus Airlines through to London and then connecting to a Ryanair flight on to Vilnius. It's about 8 AM now, we don't get into midnight, and we have to transfer in London. There's a lot of things that could go wrong. It is very, very busy.
If you've been watching any of the news lately, you've probably heard that Europe's had quite a big issue with losing a lot of people's luggage.
Where Europe is plagued by problems at airports.
There've been nightmares seeing the huge backlog of baggage.
And we made the economic decision today to fly with Pegasus, who's a budget airline, to London Stansted, where we'll have to recheck our bags to get on another budget airline flight with Ryanair all the way to Lithuania. So we're almost sure that our bags are going to get lost because there is such a high chance that something could go wrong.
3862 Moscow Domodedovo is ready for departure. Passengers are requested to proceed to gate number 508. Pegasus Hava Yolları airlines flight number TK7762.
I could sit and watch planes and staff do their thing all day, just taking off and landing. For a budget airport to have this many floor-to-ceiling windows, I feel like it's really impressive. So mesmerizing watching them all take off. Oh, there goes another one. We are boarding the first flight of 2 today. So far everything has been really smooth, so hopefully it keeps going.
Above the emergency exit doors and exit areas on the ceiling. The park lights are located through the aisle. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal tag into the buckle and tighten. To unfasten, lift up the metal platform and
Until London Stansted Airport. The outskirts of parking is after departure.
It's already cold and we're not even at our destination.
So this 5-hour layover has started. We can't actually check our bags for another hour.
That flight was really quick, really easy. One annoying thing happened. Everyone stood up as soon as we landed. The wheels had literally just touched down and people were out of their seats.
Başüstü dolaplarını açarken ve eşyalarınızı alırken lütfen dikkatli olun. Cep telefonlarınızı şu andan itibaren
PSA from an ex-flight attendant. That is extremely dangerous. And our bags came.
Oh, and our bags came. So good.
But to be honest, it is this next flight that I'm worried about because I know that London has had a big issue with it. I heard about a lot of flights in the UK that bags were missing. Just one more flight. They can get lost on the flight back home to Australia. I don't care.
Check-in will open soon.
We spent a whole month in Perth.
check-in process for Ryanair versus Pegasus, worlds apart. What I really liked about Pegasus is their equipment and their technology was really up to date. Like everything was really efficient. They had like rollers for your baskets that you put your bags in and self-check-in and self-bag drop, which was really cool. But they didn't have any signs pointing you on where to go, and the staff didn't really care if people were pushing in, and it was a bit of a shambles trying to figure it out. Ryanair staff were beautiful on the ground in Stansted. They were so good, directed us exactly where we needed to go, had a nice chat, really nice, really easy, and now we just have to wait a couple of hours and we're on our flight. Vilnius, here we come.
Just being in the Stansted airport has got me so excited for the next couple of weeks of Christmas markets. There was a Christmas tree and on Christmas lights, and everyone's all so nice and saying have a good Christmas. I can't wait. We decided to put ourselves through all of the stress of a massive travel day with 2 separate tickets on 2 budget airlines is because it's saving us like $250, I think. Essentially, it was half the price to fly this way versus direct. So yes, it's a huge day. Yes, it's a risk that our bags aren't going to be there. But the more money we can save on travel and travel days means we can keep going for longer and longer. So anything we can do to make the budget stretch, we're pretty much willing to do most things. I love that there's little feet things on here.
It's so good, it's practical. We're starting to feel the cold for the first time.
One thing we are definitely not prepared for is how cold it's going to be in Lithuania. We both have one thermal top and a Mac pack and holes in our shoes.
Yeah, it got down to about 6 in Istanbul, and I know Vilnius gets down to about -6. It's going to be very different.
But a first white Christmas, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
I think the goal is to hit up a second-hand shop on the first day there so we can buy some warm clothes.
Needed. I'm going to be honest, this 15-hour travel day is making me very, very tired. The time difference is going to kill me, I reckon, going in, even though it's not that bad.
You know what's crazy?
What?
In 2 weeks, we have a travel day that's like double this size.
Yeah.
3 different flights on 3 different tickets through 3 different continents and 3 different countries. I don't put that into perspective until now. 3 different continents.
It's a lot of differences that we have to go through.
Yeah.
And I'm exhausted, and we haven't even got on our second flight yet.
We made it to our gate. One thing I think I always forget about budget airlines is that the gates are so far away from the airport, like they're the deepest ones you can get. So you always think, oh, I'm at the airport, I'm fine. But it's a 20-minute walk to actually get to your gate. I just always forget to take that into account.
Yeah, me too. All right, we're boarding in a couple of minutes. One more flight. Let's get there. Let's get our bags there. Let's get into the freezing cold Vilnius, Lithuanian air. And let's get to our Airbnb.
I'm so nervous about the cold. Thanks so much. Oh no, it's so cold already. Is it raining? We're in such danger if this is how cold it is here. Oh, I don't like being cold.
I can't reiterate how bad it is to have holes in your shoes going into this weather. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be so painful.
Those are close. The crew will be given the best safe briefing in Ryanair. Please keep your attention and follow the cruise instructions until we reach our destination. Well, this is a bit cloudy as usual, and it's finally cold, -2 degrees Celsius at the moment.
Did the captain just say it's -2 degrees?
Yeah, good.
Oh my god! We've landed and there's snow on the tarmac. Literally right there.
Every single plane on the way in looked like it hadn't been painted yet because it was just blanketed in snow. Wasn't ready for this.
I'm so happy. I'm not even tired anymore. Oh, I'm crunched under my feet.
Those holes in the shoes, not good.
Oh my god. Customs took that long that the machine is no longer going. They were manually calculating how long we've been in the Schengen, how do they say it? Schengen zone. But we made it, and our bags made it, and I'm so excited.
Thank you.
We have the cutest Airbnb host in the world. Not only did he let us check in late, but he came in, gave us a tour, taught us some Lithuanian words like achu and ikil, and even told us where we should go to eat, where we'll get a discount because we know the video man. He gave me a big hug at the end and said I'm his daughter. Great start to Lithuania. I feel like a little kid. I can't get over how giddy the snow has both of us.
Very, very excited for tomorrow to get amongst it. Did have one quick thing. I was gonna say like the Pegasus Ryanair thing. That last flight hurt my butt.
Couldn't leave Turkey without getting one last simmet, and this one has cheese in it.